Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So for today, we are going to be playing with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. So this is my first time trying this palette out. I just purchased it like a few days ago. I'm actually really excited. Let me show you guys what it looks like open. And another thing that excites me, you guys, is there is names on all of these eyeshadows, which I absolutely love. But here's what she looks like. And I feel like when I look at this palette, something that is screaming to me is saying cranberry. Like, do a cranberry eye look. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I can't guarantee you because I'm not for sure yet myself. Because like I said, I haven't played with this palette yet. But I am going to dive right in. So I'm going to first start out by priming my lids. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. This is in the shade Cream. Looks like this. So if you guys are looking for a great eyeshadow base, I can recommend this one 100%. I absolutely love it. It definitely keeps the eyeshadow on all day. Keeps it from creasing. Like, this stuff is really, really good. And I did already do my full face of makeup, so let's just pray that there's no fallout because definitely don't want to do my face all over again. So I'm just going to grab my concealer buffer brush by Jessa. Just going to start applying this e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer all over my lid. So what has been up, guys? Let me know down in the comments below. How have you been? Also, I always leave my Facebook link below in case you want to send me a message there, or my Instagram. Also, if you guys do end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And you guys, show your girl some love. I'm just going to grab some translucent powder and set my lids. So what I used for translucent powder was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Any translucent powder will work, any setting powder, anything like that. So I'm first going to go in with this shade right here called Perfectionist. So for that, I'm going to take a JH32 brush. Kind of just going to start buffing this all around the crease area. So any of you guys that have this palette and you like it, let me know down below. Or if you have the volume 1 and the volume 2, let me know if there's like a comparison there, because I only have this one. I do not have the volume 1. So I actually just got a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. It sucks because I don't have a zoom lens. I just use a 30mm, so it doesn't zoom in and out. So I kind of either have to move forward or I have to move the camera back. And yeah, it's a big pain in the butt. But wow, first things first, this shade is absolutely stunning. Now, if there's any in particular looks you want me to recreate with this palette, let me know down in the comments below. Or like I said, go over to my Facebook and send me a message. Because now that I have such a big palette like this, I would definitely like to create a ton of more looks. Because I feel like with being on YouTube now, I'm going through so many different palettes. And I definitely like to get my use out of these palettes. So, therefore, you know, if you guys want to see anything in particular with this eyeshadow palette, just send me a message and let me know. So now I'm going to go into this shade called Grateful. It's kind of just a tad bit darker than the last shade we used. So to apply that, I'm just going to take a blending brush by Morphe. So I'm just going to start gently building this shade in the crease. I feel like all these shades are looking so orange. And like I said, I really want to do a cranberry look. I should be able to still do it. So as of right now, all these shades that I've used so far are kind of looking a little bit orange. So I think this is the last shade that I'm going to use that is even a hint of orange, because I definitely want to go in with that cranberry. Well, with those cranberry colors. These colors are blending together like seamlessly. So now we're really going to go in and darken it up. So now I'm going to grab this shade right here called Next. And to apply that, I'm just going to take this small blending brush by Morphe. So to be honest with you guys, this is probably my favorite Morphe brush that I have used. I got this in a set of 4. I think it's the Eye Obsessed brush set. And I think it's like $12, but most of the time it does go on sale. So if you ever see this on sale, get this. It's 4 pieces and it's absolutely amazing. So first, I'm just going to start packing that right on that outer V. It's very, very pigmented. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to do the same thing on the other side. First, just packing that right on the outer V. So with that same next color, I'm going to pick up a JH33 brush. I'm just going to start running this kind of right through the crease. Like literally this shade is so pretty and so pigmented. Wow, so far you guys, I am absolutely in love. I feel like they're just blending out so freaking seamless. So now I'm going to go into the palette and take the deepest cranberry shade, and this is the shade called Crazy. So I'm just going to go back in with that small blending brush from Morphe. I'm going to do the same thing that we did with the shade next. And I'm just going to pack that, kind of pack it in blending motion. But with this shade, we're going to keep it super, super low. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye, just packing that color. So now once I've got crazy to the darkness that I want, I'm literally just going to use that same brush and go up around those edges, kind of blending it upward. Going to go back into that JH33 brush, and with a super, super light hand, I'm just going to go kind of up around all those colors. Just to make sure everything's nicely blended. Oh my god, these shades really freaking pack a punch. Like with the littlest bit, it's just like there. Like it's so freaking good. Okay guys, so as for right now, I'm just going to go back through kind of all the shades we used. I am going to put this in fast forward mode, but you're still going to see everything that I'm doing. So I'm going back in with the crazy shade, the really dark one. And go back into the shade next with that JH33 brush. Now that we got all the blending done, this is where we're at. So now we're going to go in for shimmer and then kind of see what else we need to add after that. So I'm going to start out with this shade called Bougie. I'm going to take this Morphe M152 brush. I'm going to start probably applying this on about 1/2 of my lid. So first things first, I'm not sure if these are pressed shimmers, but they are really not going on at all. So I'm probably going to have to spray my brush. So I'm just going to take my Smashbox primer water, a good squirt. Now we're going to see if this helps any. Okay, and this definitely helped. To be honest, you guys, I really do not like shimmers like this. I just don't. I feel like if I have to literally soak my brush to get the pigment, I just don't like shimmers like that. I'm not fond of them, not one freaking bit. Now I'm going to take this Morphe flat brush. I grab this shade called Empowered. And I'm just going to start popping this kind of in the center of my eye where that shimmer and that matte meet. Now I am totally fine with shimmers like this. I mean, of course they're not as sparkly and all that jazz, but they perform really well. I don't have to get my brush wet. I don't have like tons of fallout. So now I'm going to go back in with that shade Crazy. And go ahead and darken up that outer V just a smidge. Guys, so as of right now, I really am liking this look. I do have to get my mascara, my false lashes, and all that good stuff on. And then I will be back. We'll do the bottom waterline, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this palette. Hey guys, I'm back, and lashes are on. I use the Cala ones. These are in the shade Wispy. Like, you guys, if you haven't ever tried Cala brand, they are at TJ Maxx, and they are absolutely amazing. So if you can tell, these ones are a lot shorter, and then they kind of like definitely wispy out to a lot longer. So I did trim mine down quite a bit, and I realized that they are still a little too long. So the one good thing about these lashes is if you do have really wide eyes, you might not have to trim as much. And then if you do have smalls, you can trim them. Like, I know with the Ardell ones, they fit my eyes just perfectly. So I don't know how they fit somebody with such longer eyes. But yeah, really good lashes. I pay like $6 for 6 pairs. I think they have a website. If I can find these exact ones on their website, I will leave it linked down in the description box below. But once again, guys, amazing, amazing lashes. The other reason why I love them so much is because the band is thick. When I first started out with lashes, I thought having an invisible band was better, but it's not. When you have a big, thick lash band, it's a lot easier to place it. I mean, it's not so wobbly and flimsy. I mean, you can kind of just put it there and you just place it. So word of advice to anybody struggling with false lashes, get a thicker band. Like I said, at first, I didn't think they would be better, but they actually are. So if you try a thick band and it works for you, let me know. So let's dive back into the palette. So I'm going to go back in with the shade next. I'm going to take my smudger brush by Jessup. I'm just going to start smudging this on the lower lash line. So honestly, I kind of want to keep the lash line a little bit more simple just because I feel like when I do a super dramatic lash line with a super dramatic eye, I feel like it takes away from the eye a little bit. So I'm just going to do kind of probably about that much. Then I'm going to take my NYX eyeliner pencil in the shade brown. I have been loving brown eyeliner on my waterline. I just love how it looks. Just going to kind of line them just a little bit for just a pop of color. And then I'm going to take my Essence Lash Mascara. This is the Princess one. Get those lower lashes. And then since we're here, I figured I'd do my lips. And the lip liner I'm going to use is by NYX. And this is the Peekaboo Neutral shade. And you guys, when doing lip liners, I recommend that you start with something light. Even if you're going to do a super dark lip, maybe do a light nude on your lip when you're lining, just because it's easier to kind of stay in between the lines. That's just what I've kind of learned over the past few months or whatever, is yeah, to line with a light lip liner, and then you can fill them in with whatever color you want. And then for lipstick, I'm going to take this one by Revlon. This is in the shade Bare Affair. Just a very pretty nude lipstick. Okay guys, and there we have it. This is the finished look, and the palette I used for that was the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Hey guys, on a real level, all in all, I'm super freaking impressed. Like, with the shimmers, not so much, but with the mattes, they absolutely blended freaking seamlessly. Like, I am like in love with this look. I'm definitely gonna be playing with this more. So if you guys would like to see like any certain eye looks, any certain colors, let me know down in the comments below. And like always, you can message me on Facebook as well. But yeah, like I'm totally digging this. I love it with the Calla Wispies. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up so you can see all this glam for yourself. So yeah, give me your thoughts down in the comments below and let me know what you think about this look. If you like it, if you didn't like it. I mean, I just really loved how those two darker colors blended together. And then we can still kind of see like a hint of like that orangier shade at the top too, which I really love. So if you guys love this look just as much as I did, please give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And also I want to say thank you to everyone that has supported me through this journey. I couldn't thank you enough, and I love you guys so much. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.